Ben Platt's voice has been all over the Broadway stage and the big screen, and today we are thrilled to have him in the Artist Lounge.
Ben Platt, just found out that your album, #1 on iTunes, #1 pop album.
Yes, that's true.
That's big.
I heard that rumor.
What does that feel like when you put yourself out there like that and get that kind of response?
It's an incredibly wonderful feeling. You know, this is sort of the first time I've kind of put myself out there in terms of me as a human being and sort of tried to be transparent and as authentic as I could be, and to see that people are connecting with that and feeling like they can commiserate with some of these experiences is like, I mean, it's the greatest gift. It's amazing. And
I hear that you wrote or co-wrote every song on this album. You wrote like 40 songs.
Yes, indeed.
How do you decide which songs make the cut?
Well, I think, you know, on a certain level, it's sort of like what stylistically is going to be cohesive and what sounds like sort of the sound that I really wanted. I really was hoping for that sort of singer-songwriter kind of Carole King, James Taylor, Adele, Sam Smith sort of feel. And then I wanted it to all feel like part of one sort of amalgam narrative, like they could all be sort of part of this one story. And it was pretty easy to tell once we started narrowing them down which ones really belonged in there and which ones did not.
And what is the narrative as you're writing these songs? What is the story you want to get across? How much of yourself do you want to put out there?
Totally. I mean, because I do come from musical theater, I sort of grew up with the philosophy that you only really sing when there's something that's sort of emotionally complex enough or sort of that requires being musicalized. And so the things that I found I really wanted to sing about were, you know, relationships and romance and my family and mortality, just the things that I don't really find I can process in normal conversation. So the album is sort of a bunch of different experiences and relationships that have been sort of combined into this one kind of roller coaster romance, if you will. And then towards the end of the album, there are a few songs that kind of zoom out a bit more and ask some bigger questions about, you know, mortality and life. And there's a song at the very end that's sort of a tribute to my parents as well. So
one of the things that's always struck me about you is that you're young.
Sure.
But you're,
thank you so much.
But you seem to be wise beyond your years. And now there's all this talk that Ben Platt could one day become part of the EGOT club. I'm sure you've heard this.
Certainly. You know.
By the way, for folks, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, all you're missing is the Oscar.
This is true. You know, that would be a cherry on top, and it would be a great blessing, but it's not necessarily something I'm like gunning for. I'm just trying to sort of take projects and go down paths that make me feel like scared in a new way and challenge me in a new way, and this is certainly something that give me that really good, scared, terrified feeling, but the good kind. So I'm
at 25 to have checked 3 of those off the list. Yeah. You're on a good path here.
If it all ends tomorrow, then I'll be very grateful. It's been
not going to end tomorrow.
And you are a very busy man. Tell us about your Netflix show, The Politician.
Yes. So yes, I'm an EP on the show with this brilliant creative genius that is Ryan Murphy. It's his first show for Netflix, and the cast is pretty insane. It's Gwyneth Paltrow and Jessica Lange, Zoe Deutsch, Lucy Boynton, Bette Midler, Judith Light, Bob Balaban. It's truly insane. It's sort of I play this really kind of sort of conniving, somewhat like a little bit sociopathic kid who's dying to be president of the United States, and the first season's all about him trying to be president of his senior class in high school. So
awesome.
He sort of grapples with how much he's willing to sacrifice to get there.
All right, Ben Platt, we're such big fans. Don't go anywhere, by the way, if you're at home, because Ben Platt is going to perform for us up next in the Artist Lounge. We'll be right back.